Daniel Levy has issued his chairman's message, Gab. He noted that Tottenham's debt is amongst the highest in the world and that they would protect their interests. So does that mean that there's no move for Harry Kane in the summer?
He actually said it was technically the highest in the world, even higher than Barcelona. I think obviously not all debt is the same.
No.
The good news, which you also pointed out, it's stadium debt, it's long-term debt, it's manageable. That's the most important thing. Yeah. Can you service your debt? On the Harry Kane thing, I read a whole column about this. I don't change my view. Protect the interest, to me, means Kane only goes if we get an enormous amount of cash. And I don't see who's going. An enormous amount in the current climate means 120, 150. I don't see who's going to give you that because the clubs who can afford that can use it to get a Haaland or an Mbappe, maybe, no?
Yeah, but in a year time, and you can get Kane now, and I think Pep is thinking more short-term than long-term anyway, no?
Yeah, Kane and Mbappe partnership for Pep. How about that?
Oh, my God.
United States men's national team prospect Konrad de la Fuente could be on the move. Jules, a loan to Marseille, perhaps?
Yes, I think that's the idea, Gab. Maybe even a permanent move for around €5 million. He's a young kid. He's been involved with the first team last season. We've seen him a little bit coming on in the Champions League, for example, as well. He's young and he's very raw, but certainly I think it would be easier for him to go to Ligue 1 and learn the trade and play more and get experience than in La Liga, certainly with Barcelona. On loan might have been different, but...
I'm assuming if they sell him, it's going to be one of those sales that Barcelona does with the recompra, right?
Yeah,
where
sure. Either they can buy him back or certainly a percentage on a future sale in case he becomes amazing. And for Marseille, they've got an American owner, and I think for the Marseille brand, certainly in the US, that can't do any harm as well to have one of a very promising US men's national team player. Sticking with Barcelona as well, Philippe Coutinho has been linked with Leicester. Gab, does that make any sense to you?
It makes sense to me that Barcelona should try to cash in on Coutinho or even just loan him somewhere so he can play so you get his wages off the book. Obviously, he had a really bad injury last year, which I think really limited him. I don't think
he played in the second half of the season.
No,
I don't think
hardly played at all. And it was a lot of little. Remember, we had Kia Jarabshin on looks after and explained that it was a bunch of little niggly things. So I want to see Coutinho play again. I think he's got a lot of football left in him. I just don't know that Leicester makes sense because I think his best position is attacking midfield, and you already have Maddison and Harvey Barnes and Ayoze Perez and
even Tielemans to some extent when he plays deep playmaker.
Yeah, inevitably if Tielemans is to play behind Coutinho, you're going to see a different Tielemans, as we saw with Tielemans playing for Belgium, for example.
Exactly.
In this last game was a bit different. So no, I don't think it's Leicester, but I do hope he finds a home. I think it would suit Barcelona and suit him. Kylian Mbappe says he's unsure about his future. Jules, you look all smug, but this must be terrifying for you.
Yeah, it is, but it isn't. I mean, he keeps repeating the same thing, and he won't make his decision before the end of the tournament anyway. So whenever France are out, then I think he will make a decision, extend or not extend. And if he doesn't extend, then what happens? Do you sell him now? You don't. I think he was also reacting to what Nasser Al-Khelaifi has been saying. Remember, we talked about that in the previous shows. Give him the time to think, see that the team that you're building for next season, and that might convince him to stay with Neymar, with the others. But yeah, of course, I'm super stressed that he could leave.
I'm assuming the French media pack have a do not ask Mbappe.
We tried every time, though. We tried yesterday when he came in the
What's
press
the point?
conference.
What's he going to say? He's not signing to extend.
No, but you know what's really funny is that we keep asking the question in a different way. So, Gab says, what do you make of what Gab said? Or what do you make of what Nasser said? But every time, he's so intelligent that it doesn't matter. Italy look good, Gab, in the opener on Friday. And they haven't conceded in 9 games now. They're unbeaten in 28. And the record is 30 from the 1930s.
Well, the record we're shooting for is 35 with Spain.
Yeah. And now they play Switzerland on Wednesday. But never mind, let's talk about Donnarumma and that potential move to PSG that everybody, including L'Equipe, and said that it could happen very, very soon. He could sign and be loaned out to a club in Italy, probably. What do you make of it?
Look, I think, and again, we've had further confirmation that his wage package isn't 12 million net a year. It is much closer to what Milan were offering, which is 8 million net, including an easily attainable bonus. This has got to be playing in the back of his mind. I don't see how it couldn't. He says, wait a minute. So I go to Paris, and I'm not at Paris Saint-Germain. I get sent on loan somewhere where I might not even be playing in the Champions League. I mean, and I'm not even getting all this extra money.
Courtois. when he went to Chelsea and then went to Atletico Madrid on loan for 2 years. You know, he was not unhappy.
With all due respect to Thibaut Courtois, who is a phenomenal goalkeeper, he went to Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, that was Champions League perennial team. Secondly, Thibaut Courtois hadn't achieved at that age what Gigi Donnarumma had achieved.
True as well. I'm just trying to give you examples of it can
fine.
work too.
It's fine. But I think, again, I go back to this. Milan won this one. Mino lost. This isn't a big L for Mino, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. Right? So you win some, you lose some. It's the nature of the beast. But I don't like people are spinning it as if like, oh, look, he's a genius now. No, he's not.
No.
He's not getting 12 million euros net year. And if he does go on loan, then that is an L. And it's better than ending up on the bench behind Navas if that's the way Poch goes with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.